Nick Saban, the Alabama head coach, he coached college football for 17 seasons and at Alabama. Now, he's the most winning coach of all time. And there are some things that he talked about that I thought can be related to life because I went down this rabbit hole of researching Nick Saban. So ultimately, he tells you about success and how to achieve success. One of the most important things that he speaks about is this idea of doing your best at all times. And which is the reason why he retired, because now he's 72. So he didn't feel right asking his organization to give 100% when he knew he could not give 100% because of his age. He felt that the standard that he likes to work at, he felt that the work ethic that he likes to put in, he could not do it because of the inevitable, which is the age. Father Time has us all counted. Nonetheless, he decided to retire. And with this being said, the second thing that he talks about outside of doing your best, giving 100%, is to figure out what is going to be your goal. Once you identify your goal, he says not to think about the goal. Think about the steps of the process. Think about whatever you got to do right now in that moment to be able to have the next best step. Have put 1,000% into that step that you're doing now. The 2 feet that is planted into the ground, where you're at that moment, how can you give 1,000%? Not necessarily thinking about the goal, because the goal is there. The goal is to think about the next play. And he talks about this idea of recovering quick. He said oftentimes the biggest issue that he have is mental frustration with players, meaning that players would get upset because they fumbled a ball, or they missed an assignment, or they missed a tackle, or the ref didn't give them a call that they wanted. He would tell his players all the time to have mental toughness, to not allow that to affect the next play of giving that 100%. On the next play, you got to give 1,000%. Don't worry about the last play. Every body, every organization, every team will make mistakes, but it's also how you recover. Now, the other thing that he talks about is this idea. There was a little story where he used to work for Tom Brady, and this was before Tom Brady had won all those championships. Well, not Tom Brady, Bill Belichick. This is before Bill Belichick won all those championships. Nick Saban used to work for him. And when the season first started, one of the things that he did was assign a role to every individual in there. And he identified each person's role. So they all understood it. So there was no what I got to do, where I got to go, all the type of stuff. And he says that he said he had one sign in the locker room, and all it said was, do your job. That's it. Simple. Just do your job. You know your role. You know what you got to do. All you got to do is just do your job. And so that's a powerful thing, because what happens is that he said that in his organization, Nick Saban, is that you would have coaches that would tell the players their role, and he would tell them what they have to do their role well. And then let's say that person didn't do their job too well. The coaches wouldn't necessarily say anything about that because they want to be friends with the players. They want the players to like them. But he says that erodes the self-confidence of the team. The team doesn't give you that respect, because what happens is that somebody else in your organization sees that you're not saying anything. It lacks. It tells the other person that I don't respect you either. So it all decreases the morale of the team. And so this is critically important about holding people accountable for the job that they know that they have to do, for the job that they said they can do, for the job that they have the ability to do. This is powerful. So nonetheless, here are some things that I think that you can do in your life and that we can all do in our own lives to improve our lives. And on that note, till the next time, take care.